Hello everyone and welcome to the post-game press conference here in Milan in Group C after the game between Great Britain and Greece, which ended with a score 77-93. Here is national team coach Nate Ranking and Dan Clark. Dan, could you please talk about the game?
Yeah, obviously, congrats to Greece. They obviously proved today that they are more than just one player, and they have a extremely deep and talented team, and I really hope for the Greeks that they can go far in the tournament. I think we hung around with them for a majority of the game and proved that we can compete with that level of team, but I think again we let ourselves down for a period of the game where they were able to get an advantage that they know how to manage throughout the game. So yeah, again, there's a lot of things to work on from our point of view, but again, there's more positives than there were in the previous two games, I think.
Thank you. Coach?
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the favorites in this tournament, and they showed it with their depth and their experience, and you could see it with the players they brought off the bench. Salukas and Papagiannis came in and really made an impact, and we didn't control it. And there's always a moment for us, it seems like it's the third period at some point that we crack, turn it over, and you can see again, it's hard when you're given 26 points off turnovers to overcome that against a great team.
Thank you. We'll take questions from the media now.
Team in timeouts, what were you guys talking about on court to try and nullify that and break that?
I think a lot of it comes down to our mentality as players. I think that's something we have to address and look at and be aware of, that in the third quarter we do have a tendency to be slightly more relaxed, and against a team like Greece they're going to punish you. So yeah, I think I think if we continue to play in the same way we did in the first half, whether we miss shots or make shots, that's not the problem. It's the intensity and the focus that we have on the court that that gets us in these problems and then makes it very difficult to get back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, same as what Dan says. I mean, it's simple. They raise some pressure. We don't handle the pressure, and they get a lot of easy buckets, and it's hard to overcome that.
Sorry, I'm just going to keep going. I mean, 3 games in now. I mean, the margins sometimes have been small within games in terms of adjustments, but do you think the preparation has been a factor in those moments where maybe the execution's been off, or maybe defensively something's been off?
Is this rhetorical?
I don't think it's a time or the place to look for excuses right now. I think we just got we are where we are as a team, as a group of people. We are where we are, and we just got to focus on that game tomorrow. It's a big game for us. We're not here just to make up the numbers. We are here to win games, and we are where we are. We know we're a talented group, and we want to prove that on this level, and that's what we've got to do.
I know he's sitting there beside you, Nate, but can you talk about what this guy's meant over 117 appearances?
Yeah, we don't have enough film in this camera. This guy's meant the whole thing, from this program, since he's been involved. It's his DNA. He's part of the program. He will be for however long he wants to be. He's an example for many, many years, and someone that's somehow figured out a way. It's 5 EuroBaskets, in Olympics. He's seen it all from the bottom to the top of this whole program. So there's no words. It's an honor to play beside him. It's an honor to coach him, and looking forward to somehow, some way, figuring out how to advance this program to another level, and I'm sure he will have some sort of impact on that.
What was your emotions like, Dan, firstly? And to kind of pick up something he just said, how much longer do you want to carry on with this?
I'll answer the second question first. I don't know yet. I mean, I had a couple of tough years of injury, but my body's feeling, you know, with experience, you learn how to look after yourself a bit better, and my body's feeling better and better. But yeah, I mean, emotionally, it's been an interesting day. Obviously, I had a lot of nice messages from a lot of great people that I've worked with over the years, and you know, I'm working with this group of guys that we've built a very solid bond over the last 4, 5, 6 years. You know, it was a special day. Lots of people to thank. I mean, I'll use one of Coach's quotes: "There's not enough film in the camera to thank as many people there are." But they know who they are. They know how important they are to me, and they've been part of this journey as well.
Thank you very much. This will conclude the first part of the press conference, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you, Coach. Dan.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Ready?
I was.
We are now ready to resume the press conference with the winning coach Dimitris Itoudis and Kostas Loukas. Kostas, please talk about the game.
First of all, hello. We talk about a game that I think in first half we were loose, especially mentally. We didn't ready to play the game, maybe because of Giannis absent, I don't know. But second half, I think we saw the road. We play good defense. We take good decisions in offense, and finally we win the game easy. And we saw that we have quality as a team to build something good this year.
Thank you. Coach, please share your thoughts about the game as well.
Well, I will. First of all, good evening. I would like to congratulate my players, and I would agree fully with Kostas in terms of two different halves. Sloppy in the first half, especially defensively, for no reason playing, I would say, superior, and the game just started. I had nothing against to play superior, but to compete on the highest level, is this what I said also in the games, the previous two games that we have won? You know, it's not easy to go every day and compete, especially when you think that something easy is going to be given to you, but it's nothing out there given. You got to go and take it. So this is what we realized on the second half, and we really defended. We have made some great plays, and I would like to emphasize the fact that as on the two previous games, we had somebody deep from the bench. Today, Michalis Loudzis was big for us. He played big, he made great plays. I'll keep also the fact that the duos, Loukas and Papagiannis, they had a great cooperation. They made great plays, and this helped us. Actually, it opens us a different dimension of the game. So we've seen, and both of them, that they're coming from injury, and Kostas and Yorgos Papagiannis, and both are healthy. And once again, congratulations also for the team with this win. We know that we qualified to Berlin, but we do have two very important games ahead of us, especially the game tomorrow against a great opponent as well.
Thank you, Coach. Now we'll be taking questions in English, please.
Coach, congratulations on...
I got a question for Kostas. How are you, and is this game what you need to find 100% the confidence with your game?
First of all, day by day, I'm very good. We have a good cooperation with coach and medical staff, because I had a strange injury. It's not something serious, but strange. Today I was better. I think tomorrow I'll be better. Okay, the most important is not my good, let's say, performance today. I think Giannis is the main guy, the go-to guy. But today I think we make a step forward as a team, because at the end of the day we have to be a better team, and I think day by day we show and we have improved this.
Thank you. Coach, congrats on advancing to Berlin.
Once again, I'm sorry that I interrupt. I said it yesterday. If there are no other questions for Slukas, it would be nice if he can leave. But if you have them, I prioritize for Kostas.
I can go?
Take a shower.
Just a few more minutes, I think.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I go?
Do we have any more questions for Kostas?
Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah. So, sorry.
No problem. Congrats, Kostas. Congrats on getting to group play. I have a question about the availability of Giannis Antetokounmpo for Tuesday and Thursday, depending on the result. First question is he available to play against Ukraine on Tuesday?
Yeah, he is available, and he will play tomorrow. He had a discomfort a little bit on his knee, but nothing major. And with all the respect towards the game itself and the competition itself, we did not want to risk anything, so we decided not to dress him up today. I repeat, that doesn't have to do nothing about we did not disrespect our opponents. On the contrary, you see how we fought, and and what we said in the halftime. But yes, he's available.
Thank you. And a quick follow-up, can you just speak to how this win without Giannis helps demonstrate that the Greek team is ready for business in Berlin?
Well, thank you for that question, because we said before when we left Greece and we played also the tournament and the 2 official games that the fact that we have not had not even one practice altogether due to the injuries, and there is no any magic way on becoming a team without having practice altogether, we said that hopefully in Italy and during the tournament we will become better team and better team. So that had proved so far. Still we miss one piece, which is Kostas Antetokounmpo, but he's also very good, so I think that soon he's going to be with us. And we're happy how we progress. Each and every game somebody comes from the bench and gives this boost that needed, does the dirty job, if I may call it like that, and at the same time we feel stronger and stronger as a group of people, that we're ready to share the hardship, that we're ready to fight, and that we're proud of what we're doing. Thank you for your question.
Good evening, Coach. I wanted to ask you about today's game. What do you think was the main difference in the performance between the first and second half? It was more of a mental aspect, or it was something else?
Well, you know, first of all, I think that if there were over here coaches, just my colleagues, we will all agree that coming off the day off with 2, let's say, big wins, and everything, it's expected to have a little bit of a, let's say, their concentration, I would call it, being a little bit loose. This is why we have to work a little bit more, we coaches. So we worked a lot for, we work a lot for that game, you know. So we had to rotate differently, especially also having fouls. We're trying to not to extend the minutes of Papagiannis. Let's don't forget that that's his second official game, but both of them, as I said, they're feeling great. And those two, and especially Slu and Papagiannis, they wanted that kind of a game. So to answer on your question as well, to feel more into it. So defense it was, and the approach. We were there. We're a good defensive team. We had a big bodies. We can deflect balls. We can really shrink the floor, and we can rebound.
Coach, everybody is going to talk tonight about Kostas Sloukas and Giorgos Papagiannis, of course. But watching the highlights, the statistics, I'm sorry, I see Kostas Papanikolaou had like 10 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Can you talk a little about the importance of having Papanikolaou on that team?
Thank you for that question. Because, you know, I was expecting to talk about our captain. At the end of this tournament, at least over here, he's given his heart. He's a great leader. He's a real captain. And I'm blessed to work, and this team needs him. And he understands his role, and as a player, of course, which is the most important, but also as a captain. He leads by example. So no other words to say. Congratulations to be healthy and to give us some more big games and big performances, and as a captain and as a player.
Any more questions? Questions in Greek? Thank you very much. This will conclude our press conference. Thank you, Coach, and congratulations again.
Ciao. Once again.